Hey, so I just finished packing for tomorrow's wedding, and today was a very chill day. I went to Smorgasburg here in Jersey City and just took it easy because the days before a wedding, I don't like to drive my car because I don't want to risk anything that happens to my car. I also don't like doing anything extreme like working out or anything like that because I want my body to feel loose and I want all the rejuvenation happening, so I have all the energy possible for the day of the wedding. And so I kicked my boyfriend out of the house because he had a visitor. So I was like, there's no way you guys can stay here. Go stay somewhere else in the city. So I have time to get to bed at a really early time and wake up early and get ready for the day. But anyways, I packed everything, as you can see here. Actually, you don't need my face for this. I got my Pelican case. I got a tripod. There's another tripod in the car. I got a spider, new holsters for my mirrorless camera. I have two mirrorless cameras. And then I got my Magmod 24-inch Octabox, represent. And I got the timeline that's in here and a bunch of other things. I'll be showing you guys some more on the day of the wedding. Some key things you should know about a wedding day. And yeah, it'll be like real-time stuff of how I'm feeling on the wedding day. But okay, so we did it pre-wedding, very excited. Tomorrow in New York, it's Memorial Day weekend. It's gonna be fun. Okay, so I think that's about it. So I'm about to go, I just ate some food and now I'm just gonna relax, take it easy, and probably pop some melatonin so I can crash early tonight. Anyway, peace. Amazing. Okay. My fashion is cute, stylish, but I have to be comfortable. So I opt for these Hoka sneakers. It's, not the most formal look, but I am comfortable. And that's all that matters, especially being a photographer. So, if you're one of those people that like to wear booties and stuff like that, more power to you, but my Morton's neuroma in one of my feet will not tolerate that on a wedding day, especially standing for 10 hours. Okay, so I did some stretching this morning and it's time to go. I mean, I got ready about 10 minutes earlier than I wanted to. I like to give myself, right now it says it'll be about an hour and 10 minutes to get there, but I like to give myself a half hour extra just in case I need to stop. I want to grab some coffee, I need to use the bathroom, things like that will come up. Traffic, you never know. So always giving that extra wiggle room. I'm also showing up to the venue 2 hours before I even start shooting because I haven't been to this venue, so I want to do a little tour in advance and meet the team and just kind of have a leisure morning before we get started with the crazy hectic time of the day. So you'll see that. But let's go. We're gonna go drive. Bye. Have a good day. Get lots of rest. Okay, so I arrived as predicted, having to pee my pants. Here's the venue behind me. Okay, there was a rule that was sent out to us. There's this whole list from the venue being do not arrive early. Get here at 10. Well, I came here at 9:30. I got here really early and I had to pee my pants. So luckily the venue manager came about 15 minutes early so I can go in and pee, not in my pants. And everyone started to arrive after me. So there's a great bridal suite in there. Just check that out. Kind of did a quick tour inside the space and met the planner, assistants, everything, maid of honor, woman of honor, and very excited. The bride is gonna be here any minute. I think there's a limo there, so it might be her, so I have to go say hi. Yeah, so now I'm gonna unload the car. I have to repark because that's what's supposed to be done, and I'm feeling good. I've had my coffee, I had my liquid IV, had my pee break, and I feel organized. I feel good. So let's go unload and get ready, because the assistant's gonna come here soon, my assistant, and then also the second photographer. So I have to handle all of that as well. And then we'll get started in a couple hours. Let's go. Hop in the shower. So we got the timeline. Okay. Do you care to be on video? No. Okay. No. This is Mary, my assistant today. Hello. So she'll be doing some BTS, but I'm running the timeline with her. She's gonna set timers on her phone, like little 5-10 minute timers, so I know that I'm running on time on schedule, and we're not making any delays, because the last thing I want is me, the photographer, being the reason why the wedding is running late. So this is why I have her. I do 3:15 timers saying VIPs are arriving. Okay. I may or may not need you to escort those VIPs to the location we're taking pictures. So I kind of want to, like, we're going to do the timeline and like walk around the venue of all the locations, and just seeing where that best spot for VIPs to take their photos. Okay. I'm going to need you to be assertive but friendly at the same time of calling out this list in order. Okay. And if there's a moment where not everyone's there in the group, move on to like the next one if you can. Okay. Your job is not to find these people. They have Catherine, which is the woman of honor, Jason and Molly to help find these people. So if you're calling, if you're calling for like, oh, I'm looking for Don's aunts and uncles, Ernie and Donna, Esther and Gino, and no one's saying anything, be like, you'll find out who Catherine is, or Jason or Molly, and be like, hey, can you help me find these people, because it's their turn to be up. And if it helps at any point, you can always like show them this list and be like, we need this person next. Also think of having the next group ready to go while one is getting photographed. Right. Okay. So that's where the first picture will be, and then at 3:15, guests are gonna start to arrive in a shuttle bus. Those are for like the VIP pictures. Mary's gonna come up here and direct them. So we're gonna do pictures down here. Group photo of everybody on those steps. So all hands on deck, trying to get everybody listening to stay on the steps and focus on the photographers. I do want you with your 35, if you have your 35, right? With me, just in case your photo is better than mine. Okay, so just shooting next to me, getting that shot of the big group. When we're doing VIP pictures, do you have your 85 with you? Yeah. You could just do like little vignettes next to me for that. Like if Maddie's in some shots, maybe get some closer up shots of Maddie, like her holding Maddie and stuff like that. And then before the ceremony, we're gonna try and knock out VIPs really fast. So Mary's gonna do like the whole roll call situation. And where's the throat? Down there. It's gonna be in between those trees.
Oh, okay.
Be tons of light coming in through here. Possibly close those back curtains would be probably best, so there's not so much distraction behind there. But that's where the Kazuba signing is. Following the signing, you just go straight to ceremony. I'm going to take a picture of the rabbi and the rabbi's husband here with them, and she's going to help me with the lighting on that. Then ceremony's out there, of course. Do the stair step. You go to cocktail hour with the guests, do like cocktail hour candids, because I'm gonna go up to that suite up there that they're staying in, and there's a balcony.
Oh, so you're gonna do that?
Yeah, I'll do the shot of them like waving down at the crowd type of thing, and you can shoot from that way, similar to like Princess Diana type thing. Once that's done, we can eat really quick, and then I'm gonna go set up for a reception, take detailed photos. Best place.
Although then the thing went out.
You know what? I forget that they have a balcony. You can probably do them out there.
That's what it is, but I'm surprised that the restaurant
I just don't want it to fall through the cracks, so let's see what we got. Might be a little risky to do it out here, because if there's cracks, I don't want anything falling through them. So we'll do it right here. I'll probably have you keep the door open while I'm doing shots like this because it's just going to be the best lighting here. So let's get that all set up. We have to let the videographer know too that we're getting ready.
He was going to get his camera and stuff.
Oh, okay, perfect. So this right here, with detail shots, shapes really matter. So like creating a shape, like right now is a square, as you can see. This might be something special from antique wise. Let's see. Like that. And I kind of want to add the pendant in here. So this is pendant that John wore that has something to do with their relationship. So maybe what I can do. No. It's so busy. I wonder if I can just do without this. The color palette doesn't work. I do want to play with my white balance here, so it's pretty royal. So we'll do that. So detail shots, I like to shoot with the 50. Macro lens on the. That's nice. I think that's all in focus. Just double check. Do one more in focus. So I get a nice chunk inside. See if we can get this flat. Like, you can't breathe when you take pictures because then you'll shake.
Oh, I know.
How about video then?
What'd you say?
How about video then?
Oh my god, I'm sure. Same thing with video. I feel like there is another piece I'm missing of these, but I guess I'm not. Is it the same color? No. What can I do here? Oh, I have this as a backup. Raise this up using these acrylics. I feel like there's supposed to be, that's what it is. Transportation. We don't need that.
Okay.
Just finished up the little details, and what's so great, since we have a videographer here today, we kind of like tag team, and I let him do his own creative stuff. But like, look what he's doing right now. He's so extra. Chuck, like here, this is Ross. You gotta hire him if you're in New York, or fly him out to California is fine too.
Yeah.
Wow, look at his so cool technique. That is so cool. That's cool. I don't know why it like rings in flowers, but we gotta find the perfect ring to do it in. Ooh, this could work. That one, and that one, that one. I'm gonna do like the infinity. Yeah, there we go. This is where we're gonna do champagne popping. Okay. No crying. Use your other side. Yes! Okay, so we are 12 minutes behind schedule, and that is totally normal on a wedding day, so take a deep breath if that happens. It's fine. Everything will work out. This is why I like to add a little extra time in the timing just in case, but sometimes we still go over. But yeah, just be prepared for that when that happens. And right now we're just waiting for her to get in the dress and take portraits of her and her mom. And then we're gonna do first look with her dad and portraits and first look with her fiance. So we're doing good. It's okay, guys. We got this. Okay, so we just finished up the family photos. What would you say, Mary? How did that go?
I think it went pretty smoothly.
Yeah. So at one point the planner was like, hey, we need to finish up because we had like 2 minutes, but luckily we finished just in time because there was literally 2 different portraits we needed to get done. And we got everything done. We had, I think, 20 different sets within 30 minutes. And then we did the ketubah stuff, that signing, that went really well. And now we're here at the ceremony. How beautiful this is. Just absolutely stunning. And we're just waiting for them to come. At this point, just kind of like tell the team like where we're gonna be so no one's in the other person's shot, and just take some really beautiful photos. So, and then that's about it. And it's kind of really super candid from there. So, did I sweat a little bit? Did I get nervous at all? I think during the bride and groom portraits, because the light was super harsh. We have like no clouds in the sky, so it makes it very difficult. In this video, you should see how those turned out. Hopefully they're good. Praying. Yes.
So yeah, like I said, you're free to step anywhere you want, and we'll just shoot around you. And at one point, I'm gonna ask Tyler to move a little closer so we have a nice center shot. But again, you can go wherever you need to go, and we'll shoot around your shoulders.
Amazing. Okay. Alright, I'm taking a minute here just to take a quick break and tell you guys we just did all the reception photos. It's kind of a like after during cocktail hour we're eating really quick, taking a quick break, just some candids, and then jumping into reception to do detail shots. It's really tricky because sometimes there's a lot of vendors like musicians or people that work for the catering staff, you know, pouring drinks in the way of like an empty room shot. So you gotta be pretty mindful about that. And now everybody's coming, so we only had like 20 minutes to do that, and now we're gonna be super candid. I hope one point we're gonna be able to take them out for golden hour pictures, just because I'm really nervous about their other portraits from the harsh light. Should be really fun. A lot of music playing tonight, a lot of musicians, a lot of performances. Should be a really fun wedding. We're really excited. So I'll tell you how I feel at the end of the night. Bye. All right. I'm home. Let me tell you something. I forget what happens after a wedding day. My body hurts. I feel like this is what it feels like to be someone who had suffered a car accident, so I have severe injuries. My lower back, my feet, my hands, my wrists, all are in a lot of pain. My feet, my shoes are actually like very comfortable shoes. It is the fact that I haven't stood on 2 feet for long distances in a very long time. For today, I got there, I think it was 9:30, and I am just now home. Oh, I left there like 10:45. So definitely over a 12-hour day standing on my feet. I want to let you guys know, if you're trying to be a wedding photographer, like, you have to be prepared with the circumstances of you being super sore the next day. And this is a huge reason why I don't double book wedding weekends, because I know how I'm going to feel tomorrow, and you're going to get the video coverage of that. In the next clip, you're going to get how I feel tomorrow. But right now, after a wedding, my makeup's falling off on my face, I'm sweaty, I'm gross, I smell, and I really want to go to bed, but I gotta take a shower and take off all of this makeup that's slipping off my face. And dry clean my clothes, because yeah, you can't wash this, but that's besides the point. So another thing I want to point out from today is that having a team is so crucial. So being a wedding photographer, you can go by yourself. There's a lot of photographers that can go by themselves, but for me, I just like that extra hand and support. So having an assistant, especially someone that really is interested in learning photography or wants to be a wedding photographer, to hire an assistant to tag along, to just be that extra hand of support. Someone that really cares about taking care of people is important. That's one of their traits, and I am very lucky to have the assistants that I do. They've all shown great respect to my clients as if they were their own. I had my second shooter there. The client paid for that, but I always like to have a second shooter at my weddings. It's just great to have that other perspective when times when I'm not performing my best, of like, you know, especially at the reception when I'm very aching and tired, that there's a second shooter taking care of that. Those candids or portraits of couples or families and such like that that want pictures done, and I'm just like focusing on the couple themselves and whoever's interacting with them. I love the second shooter as well. They're getting at different angles. They're my backup plan on my backup plan. And I can't complain more. Oh, so I was supposed to leave at 9:30, ended up leaving at 10:30. The client wanted me to stick around and take portraits of them with some family and friends that were still there at the party. Also, the catering team had delayed the timeline for the reception, which delayed me to keep me around longer, which is fine. So I just let her know, like, hey, whenever you need me to leave, I'll leave, but I'll stick around as long as you need me to. And it was just me basically following her around, her taking pictures of people that she wanted photos with, which was fine. It was a lot of fun. The party was so fun. I was dancing around, switching weight on each feet, you know, because they hurt. Yeah, overall it was really great, and I will let you guys know how I feel tomorrow, but I'm ready to shower and go to sleep. The kitties are happy I'm home, I can tell. Alright. Good night. Okay. So a few things I want to talk about. So last night I stayed a lot longer at the wedding, and it was my way of justifying as making it as a gift and not charging them extra to stay longer. I stayed about, I think, an hour and a half longer than, or an hour, around an hour and a half longer than I was contracted for. But I like to do some types of like surprise and delights for all my clients, going like the extra mile that's unexpected. And a few things of what I did yesterday to do that was bring on an assistant, 'cause that's not always guaranteed. So having that extra support, and what my assistant did without me even like telling her to do, and I thought it was really like incredible, because she wants to be a wedding photographer as well. So she was able to do a surprise and delight for my client that we shared basically, and there was one point she was like, oh, I want some boomerangs, the bride. And the bride's mom didn't know how to do it, and she had one other woman of honor I didn't think she was present when she was requesting that. So my assistant just went ahead and did the surprise and delight tactic and just did boomerangs throughout the day. And before she left for the night, she approached the bride and just was like, hey, can I airdrop these boomerangs to you? And she was very, very happy about that. And I thought that was super sweet. I also like to take the time after I'm done with the shift to edit an image in black and white, print it, and give it to the client. And the videographer I was working with, he's so sweet. His name is Ross. He's from Ross Media in New York. He asked me at one point in the night of the reception, he's like, hey, I have this printer, I have this computer you can edit, and you can use one of these 4x6 frames and give to your client. I was like, that is so sweet. Great minds think alike though, because I do the same thing, so I brought my printer and all that stuff. So I accepted his offer and got the gift of the 4x6, and now it just gave me inspiration to buy frames for these prints that I have, because normally I just like put it in an envelope and write a message and give it to them, which is just as nice as to do too. Except now I have the frame thing, and I thought that was really cute. But I stayed a lot longer. I stayed until the night was over at the reception and everyone was leaving for the after party. I was very exhausted. I just wanted to get in my car right home. So I was like, okay, I justified that I stayed longer and I'm not going to charge them. So I used that as my like extra surprise and delight yesterday. I also showed up super early to the venue, which I always do, and it's just like a venue tour, self-guided, and I just like being there early, and I started earlier and not charging them either. That's like a standard that I do. What other things did I do? I don't know. So that's just some like surprise and delight things that you could do for your wedding as well, or when you become a wedding photographer. Just think of those things of how you could go the extra mile. I have such brain fog today. So today is the day after the wedding. My feet are in pain like they were yesterday because I was standing on them for so long. I feel like I had to stretch a lot of the back of my knees and hamstrings and feet, and just like everything needs to be like cracked. Right now I just kind of feel like I went through a hangover. This is called the wedding day hangover, but like an actual hangover without the sickness. So brain fog, kind of feel a little cloudy, very tired, exhausted. So I just know if I did double book a wedding, like today, if I did a wedding, I wouldn't be 100%. I would be running on fumes. And a lot of photographers out there can do it, and I give them so much credit. And if you're one of them, I'm so jealous of you. So that's kind of a partial reason why I charge premium prices too, because I dedicate a wedding. Like if there was one wedding, it's only their wedding that weekend. At least for the day before, the day after, I kind of just veg out just so I can really focus on being my best for them and for myself too, for my sanity. Today I'm unpacking everything too, so it's kind of a mess after a wedding, like all the uncharged batteries, the SD cards, like making sure those are all getting uploaded, and uploading them on my computer could take a few hours, and then I have to go through the culling process and send some sneak peeks, all within 72 hours from the wedding day. Now this particular client upgraded their package, my first client to do that, to getting their photos within 1 week. So this week is grind mode. I have a few other shoots happening this week, so it's kind of interrupting my schedule. But I did block out a bunch of days just to literally sit on my computer and get these photos edited for them ASAP. Yeah, so that's happening. So I'm uploading those photos, and it's in the process. And I'm gonna charge all my batteries, organize my whole case, and put things away back where they belonged. I'm drinking my liquid IVs over there. Let me go get it. Oh. Brain fog. It's actually here. Liquid IV. Let's see. Oh, so at this wedding yesterday, I don't want to forget talking about some stuff that you guys should know. There was a planner, and the planner had 2 assistants with them. I feel like that was so absolutely necessary to have. There was a lot of moving parts yesterday because it was really focused around the music and entertainment and the family and the friends that were all coming there at the wedding, of course. But when there's a lot of entertainment involved, there's a lot of moving pieces too. And when they have a lot of family and friends they want to take pictures with, that takes a lot. And we wanted to stay on schedule because the planner, the photographer, we don't want to be the reason why anything is delayed, especially their ceremony. And they had an I forgot the word for it, but it's when they have 2 religions getting married. So it was like Jewish and then I think non-religious. Don't quote me on that because there wasn't really a Christian or Catholic ceremony either. So they had a rabbi come in and they wanted to do a rehearsal, and then they wanted to do their ketubah signing, and then they had the actual ceremony. So we did all of that, so we had to make sure we were on time, and I was on time. I had to cut out some things that happened at the bridal portrait prep, but we made it work. I wanted to be my best, but I know as a photographer, like, things will happen where, you know, people are delayed or late. For example, this bride wanted to work out in the morning and do a yoga thing, and that's totally cool, but she had to come back, and she was delayed coming back to her start time to start getting ready, and she needed to take a shower, and then she started getting ready, and so I can't blame hair and makeup because she was late. So we started a little bit later than we wanted to, and that's okay. We were able to knock things out. I mean, she wasn't late to her family portraits, and she wasn't late to her rehearsal, ketubah signing, or ceremony. We got everything done. But being a wedding photographer, you have to be able to think on your feet really quick, and having this brain fog like for day 2, if I had a double header, I could really mess up. So I was able to think really quickly and get their portraits done ASAP and make them feel, I felt like I didn't really miss out on any opportunities with them on some portraits, so that's good. And she only had 2 women she wanted to take pictures with in the bridal prep, which also made it super, super easy on me because there weren't like 5, 6, 10 bridesmaids to like wrangle, and that can get a lot. So we did pretty good. Yeah, so that went really well. So if you're trying to be a wedding photographer, learning to be the main shooter, whatever, having your own wedding photography business, I think the key things here are you have to be on your A game, first of all. You have to put your clients first, second of all. And you have to be really good at time management, organized, and you have to be a people person, people pleaser. Of course, there's moments where you you could say no in a nice way, but give them an alternative option that they could take, you know, things like that. We can cover that all in another video, but I think I didn't really have a title for this video. I really wanted to just like show you guys real time what it's like to be a wedding photographer, sharing my emotions and what was happening on a wedding day and the day after, and obviously pre-wedding. And hopefully that kind of gives you an idea of what it takes to be a wedding photographer, at least in my experience. And I really hope there's some like tips that you got out of this. And I'd like to do more videos like this on future wedding days. And if there's anything in this video that you want me to elaborate on, please drop a comment below so I could just do a video focused on that topic, because I am rambling here. Anyway, so I think I want to end the video here, because now what happens here is just like editing and making sure the client gets their photos within the week that they contracted for. And trying to get my energy back at 100. Because it's really, I feel like I'm at like 25%. Needs to go up 100. And before I let you go, today is Memorial Day. So it was Memorial Day weekend this wedding happened. And if you're gonna be a wedding photographer, your weekends are gonna be pretty limited. And so is like, you know, time with family and friends and such. Like today I could have the opportunity to spend time with my family, and I may not be able to do that because I have to do this contracted wedding photography gallery and send it out. But who knows, I might end up showing up for like an hour, but I don't get much of a social life. But I could carve that out, and that's why I have a calendar to organize days that I can hang out with family and friends. And that's the life. That's the life of a wedding photographer. Well, I guess a weekend of a wedding photographer. All right, bye guys. Good luck out there. I hope you take control of the wedding day and you get more clients that you love, and wishing you a really fantastic day. Okay.